Alright, for today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a face cam border for your Twitch or YouTube stream, or just even your YouTube videos. It's going to be super easy, right to the point. Let's get into it. Okay, first and foremost, I usually have a black or an opposite contrasted color in the background just so it's easier to see. So first thing we're going to start off with, we're going to go boom. If you click, if I'm not mistaken, it's you, and you go to rectangle tool, make sure you go to the top where it says fill and stroke. Make sure your fill at the top has a white rectangle with a red another rectangle going through it. That's going to be clear, and then whatever color that you're wanting your webcam border to be, make sure you go to stroke and you pick that color. In this case, I'm going to be using a red and white color scheme. Now, one good thing I always do for rule of thumb, so I make sure I have a perfect rectangle, is I'm already working in a 920 by 1080 canvas. I'm just going to stretch this out about as big as the canvas, so I know it's going to be a perfect size. Then of course I'm going to downsize it as well. Usually I just do it a decent size where it's not going to be too big, too small. I mean, resizing smaller is going to be a lot better than trying to make something bigger. It won't lose as much quality. I like the size of this here. I'm going for real simplistic. This video is also directed at people who aren't graphic designers, so I'm going to try to make this as easy as possible. What we're going to do is we're going to add in some small details, since this is going to be a very simplistic webcam border. So first thing you do is you're going to go back to rectangle. We're going to close the stroke off, and then we're going to add in your main color that you're already using. And I'm going to stretch this out along the middle to add a small detail. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and make sure the corners are completely boxed and sharp. And then usually, so it can be as easy as possible, I try and line it all the way up so it's in the middle, and I make sure the very edge of it is on the edge of the border. And then I'll make this a little bit smaller. Then if you are staying on the rectangle and you right click and you go to skew, pick out this outside corner and just bring it in. Now you're going to do this on both sides. Usually, I'll be honest, I just really eyeball it and see what looks pretty similar. And I think this is good. So let's take a look at this. Okay, that looks perfect. So now what you're going to do is you're just going to copy this and have a second one. Then flip horizontally and put on the opposite side. Make sure it's lined up. See, it's going to try and bring it all the way in. Just make sure you put it on the edge so it's lined up with the other one. Now you got a little bit more going on. And like I said, this is going to be very easy since this is intended for people who are not graphic designers. So what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this again. And we're going to rotate this so we can put this on the top. Now, a little fun fact for my non-graphic designers out there, if you do hold shift, it will give you perfect rotations. So definitely use that. Then again, we're going to line this up at the very top. And then since it's on the top now, and there's a lot more area to cover, I'm going to make this wider. And boom. And then just like I did on the sides, I'm going to duplicate this, flip this vertically, and bring this down and line this up to the bottom. So boom, now you have a little bit more going on. As you guys can see, you've probably seen a lot of webcams like this, and it's very, very easy to do. Now, once you get into adding a bevel and everything like that, that's when things get complicated. But for regular people, man, this stuff will definitely get the job done. Let's add a little bit more detail though. So to make this as easy as possible, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another layer. I'm going to go to another rectangle. I'm going to choose my secondary color, right? So I said it was going to be white. What is, I'm going to go here into the corner. I'm going to make a very small rectangle, and I'm going to make sure again it's sharp. Since everything else is sharp, we're going to just stick with the same theme, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this again, and I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees, and then I'm going to line it up to the bottom corner, put them together, and then boom, there you go. So now that I have that, what it is I'm going to do is I'm going to group these together, and I'm going to just duplicate this group, and I'm going to put it on all four sides. So boom, here you go. Just that fast, in a few minutes, you have a webcam border. Now, of course, if you wanted to get a little bit more saucy, a little bit more creative, if you have a name, like my name is Dylan Hart, and that's what I go by, you can go and just pick out your own font, and then pick Arc Upper. Give it a little bit more personality if you really wanted to. Give it a 27, and then boom. Even if you wanted to do something really simplistic like that, of course, like I said, this is really easy, and this is for non-graphic designers, people who don't go in Photoshop like that, so they don't know what they're doing. So this is very simple, very to the point, and I hope this helps you. If you did make it to the end of the video, man, make sure you like the video, you comment, and tell me what more videos that you want to see, and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more content, man. You guys have a great day, and remember to keep creating.